Well, my name is Ivan. I have this blog, and I've mostly been talking about a medication that I've been taking for a syndrome that is for maniac uh, depressive syndrome, or it's called maniac depressive, or um, bipolar syndrome. And basically I spend one whole day sleeping and the whole day awake, and that medication is supposed to fix that, but it doesn't work. And but I also spend some time talking. Wow, light turns off. I lost light. Let's change places. Okay, this place is very illuminated. Well, and also I have a place to put the camera here. Well, and but I also talk about asexuality just a little bit, and I notice I have friends. I talk with them about this. I also made a video about how I came out to my father and the reaction. And basically, people don't care. That's it. It's there's no shock, and there's nothing. People just don't care about asexuality. They don't understand it. They don't have a clear idea what it is. Sometimes they mostly confuse it with the lack of libido. I clarify with them exactly that that's not what it is, and try to explain them the difference. I made a text that I send them to read. They basically don't read it. With the text, I collect some videos in Spanish that are very rare to find. It's very hard to find them. There are not many of them. Most of the material is in English, and yeah, well, that's what I've been doing. And well, what I'm planning to do is trying to expand this to my friends, and well, came out to them, tell them that I'm asexual, and explain them what asexuality is, and well, try to bring some light about this sexual orientation, because really what I find out is that they really don't care. It's that's the thing. It's not that they're shocked. It's not that they um, uh, get confused. Well, they or nothing. They don't care. Okay, you're asexual. You don't like sex. Okay, you have a lack of libido. when I first came out to my sister, the first thing she thought was that this lack of libido and that I probably need hormones. And when I came out to my friend, he really didn't get it, and he didn't really care. And when I came out to my father, uh, he got confused. He really didn't understood what that meant, and or what is what I was meaning, and that probably was crazy, and that was probably a mental disease what I was talking about, and that I need to see a psychiatrist, and probably that I saw a psychiatrist, and a psychiatric diagnosed me with that. And then I explained him that I didn't saw a psychiatrist, that is something that I had since I was 14, and I live with it with since then. And I try to explain how do you live with this, and that is perfectly normal, and it's just a few things that are different. um, just a few differences how you make the choices for your partner, as an example. How you choose your partner, if you want to choose a partner, because maybe you are the type of asexual that don't need a partner, or and stuff like that. At the end, I end up giving him hints every time we communicate, by because we don't live together. We never lived together, so I communicate by WhatsApp with him. So I give him hints by WhatsApp about what asexuality is, and how it is. And I think giving him little cookies at the time will work better than giving him the whole bunch of information at once. That was the mistake that I made at the beginning, and I think that is something that we all should do. And I will work in a way of creating cookies of asexuality, which the Reddit is full of, and I probably will start taking cookies from there, and create a list of cookies of asexuality. I will call them the asexuality cookies hint, and I will appreciate help with that, and I will make a list and start sending those to my friends, and to explain them what asexuality is, and see if that will create better understanding. And I think it's not understanding, it's putting asexuality in the map. It's not in this Hispanic society. Asexuality is not in the map. It's not even considered a sexual orientation. Um, and it it's really hard to explain how how do you feel, how do you think, and how do you see other people. And in my case, I'm demisexual, so it's for me it's different. It is I think it's a little bit more in between. So I think for me it will be easier to explain asexuality to a allosexual person than from someone that is completely asexual, that will have no idea of what sexual attraction is, because I do experience sexual attraction from time to time, but very rarely, and I know the difference. And probably someone that is completely um, asexual will not be able to do that. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they have an idea. But I do remember times when I was younger and I have no idea of what that was. And it was really confusing when people talk about that. And I always thought about physical or physical or aesthetic um, properties of the body when they were talking about sexual attraction. And and it was not. And it took me time to realize that they were talking about something else. And well, it took me like 5 years until I experienced real sexual attraction, to realize that sexual attraction and aesthetic attraction were two different things. And I always thought that when they were talking about sexual attraction, I always thought I always get confused with uh, physical attraction. Um, and I think maybe someone was in the same position as I was, and can share this thought with me, and will say, oh yeah, I was in that position. And well, I will appreciate some comments. I will post this, and hope someone can comment me back and give me their opinion. And thank you very much for hearing me. And I will think about, well, I will work on the cookie parts, on the little cookies hints for the people that's not for the allosexuals, so they can understand asexuality and what asexuality is and what asexuality is not. I will try to collect them from the Reddit list and put them all together. I put some stuff together already, but not in the format that I'm thinking that will be more useful. more digestible. Let's say this in that way, and easier to understand. Well, thank you very much for hearing me, and have a nice night.